SD card error. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to fix that. Well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's pretty early. I'm going to a men's breakfast this morning, so I can eat some breakfast. Well, last Saturday I went on a group ride with Deep South, or Deep South Moto. His channel's Deep South, and he's got a little Texas Spartan helmet on there, or a helmet, Spartan helmet in the Texas design. Flynn's Take and Ride to Victory, Tex R6S, and Freerider 1959. Now, Flynn's Take, Ride to Victory, and Deep South Moto, all three got some videos up pretty quickly. I, however, along with Tex R6S and Freerider, I've been slow to get our stuff out, but that's okay. Not what I thought it was going to be. So I have some opinions that people seem to think are contradictory to itself, and I would say it's kind of controversial. For instance, one of them is I think everybody should wear a helmet. I think everybody should wear a helmet when they're on a motorcycle, but I don't think it should be a law. I don't think it should be mandated by the government to wear a helmet. And I feel the same way about seatbelts. I don't think seatbelts should be enforced by the government. But I think everybody should wear one. Now, I think a good law for the helmets is the one that's actually the best law is the one that I came across in Alaska. In Alaska, the operator, the rider, doesn't have to wear a helmet if they don't want to, but the passenger is required by law. And I thought that's a really good idea because the passenger is just there. They're at the mercy of every single person out there. Same thing with seatbelts. I think seatbelts should be everybody's choice who's over the age of 16, 18, something like that. I think anybody under that age should be required to wear them because, you know, it's kids. And I guess the same thing with helmets. Anybody under the age of 18 should be wearing helmets as well. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of controversial. When it comes to abortions too, I don't think the government should dictate the legality of abortions. And mostly that opinion comes because it's not about the babies for me. It's about what the government says you can and cannot do with your own body. And the argument is the baby's not part of your body. But, you know, I'm not getting into that. What I'm saying is the controversy is like I don't think anybody should get an abortion. I don't think it should be something. I take that back. It's a generalization. There are certain circumstances where abortion should be performed, but I think for the most part we should avoid abortions. But I don't think they should be illegal. Okay, that's my opinion there. Now, same thing with the military. Now, SD card reader. If you're familiar with AlphaCore, I'm not sure if he's come out with it yet, but he's working on one about joining the military. He may have come out last week. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with things. But basically, he's having his question is, should you join the military? Now, my opinion is, I don't think the military should be mandatory, but I think everybody should join, you know? So, contradictory, I guess. Part of what makes the military so great is that everybody is there of their own free accord. No one is forced to do it. It's not a jail sentence. It's not mandatory. But I think everybody should do it because it gives you a completely different perspective on life, you know? And you get to meet a lot of neat people when you're in as well. Like, I met, growing up in Texas, most of the people that I came across were like Southern Baptists. They're Baptists at some degree, you know? Well, that was the first time when I went into the basic training. It was the first time I came across people who weren't Baptist or had never even heard of Christianity, really. So that was very eye-opening. And another controversial thing is I think everybody should ride a motorcycle. I think everybody should ride, or at least take the safety course to get an idea of what it's like, for two reasons. One, it'll give you the experience of riding, but will also give you the perspective of what it's like out here on the road when you're on two wheels versus in a car. And I think that's very important. I think that's very important to get that perspective on life on two wheels. And you know, when I took my safety course, there was a couple of guys there had never ridden. They were just kind of curious about riding. They had never ridden before. They kind of got that bug, like, hey, I want to ride a motorcycle. That seems pretty cool. So they took the course, and both of them were like, yeah, I've got. One of them said he had a bike picked out already. Another guy's like, yeah, I'm gonna start looking. I love riding. Riding seems to be a lot of fun. But yeah, I think everybody should take the safety course just to get that feeling, just to know what it's like to be on two wheels. You know, they don't necessarily let you don't get to go ride on a street with other people, but you get that feeling of what it's like to be on a bike. And granted, the bikes they let you ride tend to be poor. You know, we were on like 250 cruisers, I think they were. They weren't even like popular cruisers. They were like the Kawasaki Destroyer or something. I don't know. I'll have to go back and watch that video. But, you know, as far, you know, they were definitely not my cup of tea. But it gives you a really good idea of what it's like to be on two wheels. So that's what I think, you know. Those are my controversial opinions on things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. What are some controversial opinions you have, or maybe contradictory opinions you have on whatever subject, you know, and go ahead and leave a like and hit that subscription button and hit that bell. That's all good stuff to do, you know. Got an SD card error in my GoPro, so I gotta figure that out. I'm gonna have to format the card when I get home. I think what it is that I think the SD card I've been using another camera and it's causing some sort of conflict with it. So